Hi, it's Craig from Golf Simulator Life. Coming on the Golf Sim this evening, I've loaded up the Commode Club on TGC 2019. If you don't know about the Commode Club, for me, it's one of the best fictional courses on the platform. Set up in the mountains, waterfalls, pine forests, absolutely beautiful. And on the second hole here, we've got 98 yards, third shot to a par 5, over water to a tight pin position. So when you've got a shot like this, you want to try and impart more backspin on the ball. And I get asked quite a lot by members I play with and higher handicappers, how you can do this. Now, clarity of strike is definitely a big part of it, and that's why you see the pros getting so much backspin, because they absolutely pure it. But there are things that us mere mortals can do, and myself as a scratch golfer, to increase our chances of having more control when the ball lands on the green. So first of all, the greens need to be firm, because if they're soft like they are at the moment in winter, the ball just takes a big pitch mark and just knocks all the spin off it. But when the greens get a little bit harder, to be able to have some more spin and control on your wedge shots and your pitch shots is a big advantage. So the first things first, clean grooves. You must have clean grooves on your golf club. The amount of players that I play with that don't clean their grooves, just have a groove cleaning tool. They cost a couple of quid in your pro shop. Always have one in your pocket. Always clean your grooves before you play your shots. The next thing is, instead of playing this lob wedge out the middle of my stance, I move it just slightly back in my stance, and then I want to feel like it's a bit more of a punch shot. I want to feel like I'm almost driving the ball forwards rather than flighting the ball up into the air. So I'm going to get a lower trajectory, but it's going to be loaded with more spin, which means it'll probably take 2 bounces and then stop dead, or it'll take 2 bounces and draw back a little bit if we've really nicked it. Okay, so slightly back in my stance, I stand open to these shots, and then slightly steeper, drive it forward. Now you see, it just checked up on that.
And you're on the green
bounce
with a very long putt in your future.
So I got 10,268 RPM with that backspin. Anything over 10,000 is going to have a little bit of backspin.
Okay, we're putting from around 15 feet out.
If you're wanting to get a lot of backspin, that number needs to be around 11,000, if not more.
Looks like about 100 yards to the pin here.
So again, slightly out the back of your stance, drive it forward, not in the air, drive it forward. You can even play it with that sort of curtailed follow through that like Tommy Fleetwood has, and a little bit of backspin. That time we got 10,570 RPM. So, clean grooves, back of your stance.
All right, drive
the ball forwards. We're not trying to get this shot up in the air. We're trying to drive it forwards with a slightly lower trajectory, and you will get more control and more backspin on your shots. Give it a try. I'm sure you'll need to just persevere with it. Bit of practice. It's not going to happen straight away, but once you get the feeling for it, then you can really play this shot, and it'll really help you, especially on firm greens in the summer.